5-second trading this morning.
Yo,
Hello, sir.
how do I share my screen?
Hold on. I have to get off of mine, and then you can do your Q&A, boss. Here you go.
Y'all hear the music? Is it too loud?
No music here. Can't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Y'all's lost. Sorry. Oh, I got it right here. I got it. Stream. All right.
Hey,
We there?
all good.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
No music though, right?
No music.
All right, that's good. I mean, good that I don't have to talk over it, but bad for y'all because you don't get to hear my shit. Let's see. Let me turn it down a little bit. No music though, right?
No music.
All right, that's good. I mean, good that I don't have to talk over it, but bad for y'all because you don't get to hear my shit. Let's see. Let me turn it down a little bit. I might start dancing. So before y'all all get all bent out of shape and say, "Ah, the sim account won, he trades sims," I just put it on that. Here's my accounts from today. So I'm just showing examples. I don't want to, I'm not going to do my live account when I'm screwing around here. All right. So let me erase some of these drawings. And what do? We're going to just type in questions, or they're going to raise their hand or speak up? Or
look at the chat and then filter questions to you if you like. That way you can stay on without having to jump around.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it. Q&A, baby.
Okay.
Music loud? I don't even have the music on now. Do y'all hear music?
Yeah, there's a few people that are saying just if you can mute the music and stop now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. And by the way, guys, before we even get started with this Q&A, some of the basic questions like EMA settings and whatnot, we'll leave those for non-live scenarios, and we'll do a FAQ for some of that sort of stuff. How do you keep your stops so small? Was one of the questions that came in.
It's I mean, I say that over and over again, but I mean, I use my two primary charts, or really three. I've got my three charts, as you see down here: 5-second, 1 minute. Oh, there's a couple cardinals outside my window. Angels. 5-second, 1 minute, and 5 minutes. And my executions are primarily on the 1 minute, although when I start getting, feeling the groove, I'll switch to the 5-second and just start scalping the shit out of that bitch. But anyways, the way to keep them small is I think I went over this yesterday, but so let's say you have the 1 minute. Can everybody see this?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the 1 minute, and then let me change this. All right, so this is the 1 minute, and then the 5 second is, doing this stuff.
It's a wild chart there, Chuck.
It's amazing. This is Five Guys stock. This is when the Pope family is not eating there. This is where we eat there. This is where we don't eat
Chuck
there.
trades so well that his charts go horizontal.
Exactly. Exactly. So anyway, so you're looking at, the 5 second, and if trend is up or if structure is up, like if I were to see, something like this happen where, yeah, that's pretty ugly. But if I were to see like a break of a protected low on the 5 second, then I'm getting out. I mean, I'm not screwing around with that. So that would be the answer. Is my stops. My stops really start on so if this is a 1 minute here, you've got higher highs and higher lows. I mean, when I get in, if I were to get in, say here, if y'all can see this, I don't know what I can draw here, but on this double bottom or equal lows, whatever you want to call it, then I would have, then I would be stopped down here, and you get the big reaction, and then I just take my stop, and I'm watching the 5 second, and I'm trailing the lows on the 5 second as I continue to go up. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Who asked that question?
Can you give an example of a live trade that you took today and what your thought process was?
Oh, see, it's tough for me to.
Maybe go over the 50% tap right at the open there on the 5 second chart.
See, this is not showing much. I don't know why that's the case. So I definitely took more than a couple trades, otherwise I wouldn't have what I have. Yeah, all right. So let's go over an example. So on the 1 minute, what do y'all consider this? Reply. Answer me. What's this area here? Oh, you're right, Vic. My bad. What do y'all yeah, there you go. S&DR. This is the zone responsible for breaking, taking out that. So to give an example of a trade, you don't ever when you get a long ass momentum bar, you don't want to. I mean, you could make some money possibly, but you could also burn your ass big time. So I don't mess with that. But so say we come down here, and what I always say, what are my What are my 4 words I always use? Yeah, I know, Range. I already told everybody that I just put Sim on here because I don't want to trade my live accounts. Well, here's my live account for Take Profit Trader. See here? Take Profit Trader. I just put it on Sim because if I do some impromptu haphazard trades, I don't want to fuck up my real money. Anyways, what are the 4 words I always use for everyone who's boom? Sakis nails it right off the bat. Usually it's structure, swings, pattern, zones. SSPZ, but yeah. Good job. So right off the bat, when I say patterns, and that's, you know, from Stoics. I mean, there's plenty of people that have done it. It's not like Stoic is the only one that did it, but hold on. Let me widen this. All right. But this is what I'm looking for. So you're coming from way up there, you're coming down here. Boop, 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 and boopity boop. See that? I'm going long right above here for a scalp. I mean, that could go way up, could give you, I mean, what did this do? 86.5. We can't really say that. Let's see. Well, it gave you way more than that, really. So 0650. I mean, there's 23.5 points if you would have done that, but you know, I'm not, I mean, I'm close to perfect, but I'm not perfect. But yeah, that would be my first scalp here. And then as Bull mentioned, after after doing that, then when we start breaking above, I start putting in zones. So here's my first zone because we broke above that zone. Remember what's the price action? Can someone write down the price action I'm looking for? You get bonus points if you put it down. Come on. Oh, we got people. No. Vic, go to the corner of the room. No. Wait. D1 trades. Boom. D1 trades from 3-point range. Drains it. So, yeah. So you can write this down or whatever. I mean, it's not like it's one of Einstein's quotes or anything, but you create a zone. So here's the zone that creates. You leave the zone. When you leave the zone, you draw out your zone. You retrace back to the zone. And my Captiva thing has not been fast. I'm like missing capturing my trades because it's slow as shit. Anyways. So you left, you come back. Son of a biscuit eater. Here's that's my sweet spot on my bat right there. 50 to 70%. It says 30. Long story short, I can't get that shit to change. I've tried everything. So just act like that's 70 and that's 30. So it's yeah, this is the M1. Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna draw the opposite way because this is the way I draw my zones. So I'm not giving in to that. Because if I draw the opposite way, let me get out of that. If I draw the opposite way, then I'm coming from here and going up to here, and then I gotta drag it this way. Too many steps. I'm a freaking white trash redneck from Georgia. We do shit quick and easy. So I do mine here because I can go ahead and draw from the top down to the bottom, and I'm still going. I'm going. This is one move right here. Boop. All right. So, anyways, it all works. That's right, Trader Raw. I'm with you. Y'all need to start thinking like me. I'm just kidding. You probably end up in jail. But here we go. So we left the zone. We retraced back into the zone. My sweet spot is the 50 to 70. My stop from the very first second is here because it's under the bottom zone or under the bottom of that swing. Now you could put it technically under the let me go to the 5 second here. So what are we talking about for 903? I don't really do it this way, but yeah. So 903. So you had to tap down. I mean, this is a buy on a if I were watching just the 5 second in this zone here, tap, left, come back, leave. I mean, this is a scalp area in here. But getting back to this, so I'm just looking at the 1 minute. So I'll be here. We'll get the reaction, and then I will, I'll trail and move my stop as we go. Unless it spikes, like here, if it spiked up from 812 to, I mean, if it spiked up from 812 to 828, I'm doing the jiggy dance, baby. I'm moonwalking. I'm doing everything. The robot, whatever. Grocery shopping. But yeah, so that's how it works right there. So don't ask me to show you my executions because I mean I'm like fucking Basquiat, man. I make shit happen. I'm Warhol. I'm Picasso. I can't reproduce that. It's what's happening at the time. I'm a bad motherfucker. So no, I'm just joking around. Don't be going around saying, "Oh my God, there you go. I'm making friendly little clouds and blah blah blah." Bob, what's his name? Bob. Come on, Bob. Isn't it Bob Ross? Yes. Boom. Thank you. I used to watch that dude when I was younger. And it's weird because people be like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I'm like, I love this dude. But anyway, yeah, PBS, that's right. Friendly little clouds. Yes. In trees. I mean, the confirmation for entry is you come into the zone and you go. Once I'm tapping into the 50-70 zone and I go back over the 50, I'm in. No, I don't want to. Bull and I have discussed this at length. I don't want to show entries, exits. I don't want any of this shit to be misconstrued as investment advice. This is 100% educational only. I am more than happy to do everything else to help everyone, but I'm not going to get in trouble. So,
Showing our executions doesn't make you guys better traders.
right.
Right? We can go over narrative and reasons of why, because the market might not look exactly the same tomorrow, but structured narrative will be until the market stops working, right?
Juxie 2070, what's the point of this Discord then? I mean, I just showed you the exact trade that I likely took. This is the pattern I look for. I look for double bottoms. I look for double tops. I mean, look over here on the 5-second.
We can't trade for you guys.
I'm not going to do your work for you. You've got to, I mean, this is a double bottom. This is a trade that I take. A 50-70 retracement. Thank you. Is it Caven or Cavan? Exactly. Get rid of me. Oh my God, I just started. Come on.
He just showed you he's trading live. I don't know what this troll's on about. I guess some people are trying to say
live and show it. Pope was down 160K. Hey, yeah. Juxie, I can't even get him out of here. I mean, he's listening to Jimmy and Dave and all them. I don't want that cancer around this Discord. For the record, the 160K was a sim account that I've fucked around with for several months. And I left it long one day and it didn't bump me out, and it was long for like 5 days. And when I came back, I was down. Actually, I don't even think it was 160K. I think it was down 400 and something thousand, to be quite honest. So it's unreal. Whatever. I'm not engaging. Exactly. I'm not gonna feed the trolls. Get that fucking bitch out of here. Let's keep shit positive and educational.
Enjoy your guys' time, right? If you guys want to get value out of what we're saying, great. If you guys want to look for something like that makes no sense, then that's what you guys want to spend your time on.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, let me just say this, and this is I'm not going to take a shot at anyone, whatever. Other than the fact that I thought I had a lot of friends in the previous mentorship that I was a part of, and they all turned on me. I used to be the golden boy, Mr. 100K, Mr. This. Everybody talked about how much I was doing and how great I was doing. The minute that Bull and I got this going, now I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. I traded an account that. How can you have an account down 160 grand? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Everyone knows I trade prop accounts. You know, you're down $2,000 or $2,500. You're done. You're toast. So, anyways, and let me apologize. I put this on the announcements. I want to apologize to everyone. I did not handle my character being attacked very good, and I apologize. I have never in my life, in 54 years, no one has ever called me a liar or a fraud or anything else. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. LYS, I don't know what that means. Can I trade a live account? Are you meaning, can I trade a live account in front of everyone? Because that's exactly what I just mentioned. We don't want anything to be misconstrued. Even Dave doesn't do live account stuff anymore because people are getting busted for, they do it. Next thing you know, someone loses money and then they file a complaint. I'm not going down that road. So, everybody hates on someone. Everyone talks shit on ICT. ICT, it has great material. I went through that 2022 program. Not I wasn't part of it. I just watched all the videos. I mean, I got a lot of good stuff out of there. Now I'm starting to grind photon trader videos, and I already love what I'm seeing. I see a lot of the stuff that Dave has in his that he likely got from him. I mean, it is what it is. People, no one invented this stuff, at least no one in this era. Maybe Livermore and some of those people invented some stuff, but
You got a question about protected lows at 948. That's correct. That one became a weak low when it couldn't make a new high.
hold on, Robert. I want to see, because I obviously want to help you. I mean, I want to help everyone, but yeesh.
Yeah, so the idea somebody mentioned, instead of live, can we do a recap afterwards? I think we have several post-market review or post-morning review sessions, my goodness, that are coming out. And essentially the idea with that is to go over some of the best trades of the morning, what people should have been looking at given the kind of structural strategies that we're putting forth, and kind of going from there.
So look at this. Let me just go through. How about this? Let me go through price action. Okay, there you go. Nick Lish. I agree. Let me go through price action with my thought process. So I already said, let me extend this. I'm still laughing in my brain about $160,000 loss, but anyways, it's like the haters come up with some of the dumbest. It's not even realistic. It's like, if you're gonna blame me for something, blame me for peeing on the toilet seat or something. I mean, at least that might happen. To be honest, who knows? Anyway, so after we have this long momentum bar, now we're looking for the pattern. Well, I just showed you my first scalp on how that would have looked. Well, now we formed a zone. Well, what's the price action I'm looking for? Price act Lang is 100% right. If you don't back test, you won't have the conviction to take and hold the trade with size on. Couldn't have said it better myself. Niznos, create, leave, or trace. Exactly. So we created the zone. We left that zone. I'm looking for a 50% to 70% tap back in. And that's where I'm going along. So scalp out of there. Here's another one. Came here. I would have placed this because we left the zone and closed above it. Does everybody understand that? You don't just leave the zone, you leave the zone and have a candle body closure above. Everyone understand? Give me a yes. Everyone. Thank you. Then you have retracement back into the zone. Well, this one looks like, and I would have been long in here with a stop here. And then as soon as I see this tap down in to a double bottom, equal lows, I'm adding in that situation for a scalp. What's my TP? I mean, my TP is different than others. I just give me points. I'm a profit trader. I want to collect profit. I do not want my winners to turn to losers. I have OCD and ADD, and watching a winner go to loser would fuck my world up. So that ain't happening. Anyways, so then you got that, you left that. Well, now you got a new zone, which you just created here to here. You left the zone, closure above, you came back in. You did not get the 50, and but here's what I'm looking at here. Here's the difference. Even though you didn't get the 50, what you did get is a tap back into this fair value gap. A tap and leave, I'm buying. In this scenario. It could be the other way around. I could be shorting. Did we get rid of that piece of shit, by the way? I don't even want him hearing my beautiful voice.
Yes, he's all gone, mate.
Thank you. So now you got a whole bunch of things. It came back into the zone, double bottom, long. And this is all while while market is still, I mean, we're bullish. Structured bullish at this point.
Excuse me, Chuck. Just hopping off for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, what? He left? Okay. I thought he wanted to interject. Probably that was bull. Probably nap time. Probably has to go back to sleep. All right. So then we come up here. By the way, I give Bull a bunch of shit. That dude's legit. Him, Range, Scar, brought on somebody this morning. Great guy. I mean, we're loading up this ship. It's legit. Okay, so here we're back up here. We came back in. Like I said, we're tapped into a fair value gap. I would have looked tap, leave, was a confirm, then as it's created the zone. Was the confirm, then as it's in the created, correct. So you get the move up, and now what's this? This is another entry. What's this? When you got this over here and this here. Come on. No, it's not yes. Failure. Failure to make a new high. That's a bearish trigger. Could be a double top, equal tops. That's right. Equal highs. Whatever you want to call it. It failed to make a new high. So when you have that failure, I oftentimes get in these a little early. But then when you have confirmation and a break below that candle, I mean, that's a good scalp too. Okay, so now you're coming back up. Well, what am I thinking about right here? Yeah, hidden S&D. This is a fractal here also. So, usually you're looking for a 50 tap, but if it did a tap into the 30 like it did here, there's another bearish trigger. We're still above this trend. So that's how I do my counter trend stuff. I'm looking for this, but I know overall, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. You left, you came back. Well, what am I looking? What needed to be mitigated here? Here's another fractal. Boop, boop. And what did it do? Tapped right into the 50. Another scalp short. Wicks are hitting S&D, yes. I've got different, even though I learned same place, I don't use all that vocabulary. I mean, I keep shit simple and stupid. It's the old KISS technique. So now we have a drop down. Well, now what are we thinking here? After that, I'm looking for, here's another zone. We left. What'd we do? What's the price action I'm looking for? Everybody type it out. It starts with create zone. There's your hint. Yes. Create zone, leave zone, retrace, entry, and leave. There you go, Scout Mafia. I ought to start using that. CLR, create, leave, re-enter. Do I have to pay? Oh, Nizno said it first. Do I have to pay you to use that? Or do I have your permission to use that? Niznos. Am I cool? Can I use it? No, just. Oh, that's awesome. And I love, let me tell you, I love good people. I love good humor. I love, uh, humor that probably shouldn't be humorous. I mean, I love to laugh and I love to have fun and I hate drama and I hate piece of shit motherfuckers. And that, I love everyone. I don't care what color, race, ethnicity, creed, religion, whatever. I don't care. You're all people. We all bleed red. But that being said, you cross me, you backstab me, Charlie, get Charlie out of here. I'm just kidding. You cross me, you backstab me, you fucking attack my character, you come at my family, you talk about the son that I lost. I mean, you want to see a fucking redneck go into action. If I ever see that dude, I will beat him down. I mean, that's not a threat, that's a promise. You don't fuck with my family. It's just uncalled for. I can't even imagine how miserable someone's life has to be to do that. But all right, so let's get off that tangent. So everybody put it in the CLR. I got to remember that. Let me write that down. CLR. Although I want help from people on coming up with my kind of terms. Like the pimp zone or popping bottles or blah blah blah. I don't do all that shit, but I think it's humorous. So throat punch. Here we go. Niznos. I love that. So let's come up with some names that I would use, and we're gonna start calling these moves accordingly. And here we go. Here comes the throat punch. All right. Today we're gonna make this even more fun than it already is. So redneck entry area. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be the Pope's jargon. All right. So back to this. So can everybody see my screen? Everybody's good. Do I need to make it bigger or anything? Yeah, you're good. CLR is create the zone, leave the zone, retrace to the zone. Murray. Got it? You understand what I'm talking about? Waiting to hear from you. Maury. Can you give me a yes or a no? If you give me a no, I'll go into further detail. Okay, good. Greenback. That's fun. See, I love good humor, man. All right, so here's my zone. Well, why is that my zone? Well, we started here and we came all the way up here. That's the swing. Y'all need to get better at these swings, these candlestick structure swings. Tell you what, that's what I'm going to do right after I go over this. I'm going to go through some of that. So here's the swing. Well, what did it do? That's the create. Here's the leave and closure out of the zone. Retrace or return back. Boom. What's my favorite sweet spot? Where's my Captiva? We left, we came back here. Ah, every time I do that, I'm like, Chuck, you freaking dumbass. All right. See, I can be self-deprecating too. There's my zone. That's my sweet spot. That's the money maker. We got to come up with a name. Money maker? I need y'all's help on that. Seriously, I want names, and we're gonna start using it. The Dirty Sanchez. Whoa, easy. Man, y'all are fucking funny. Dirty Sanchez. Cleveland Steamer. Money Shot. I do like Money Shot. Tickle Trigger. Oh boy. Woo! Ric Flair. I'll give you my Ric Flair. Woo! Ladies, 8 to 80. You might not be first, but you could be next. Room 108. All right. Anyways. Hope 50. Yeah, market order. All right, so y'all see this? So here's my zone, the money shot. Here's my stop. No, that's not my stop for good. That's my stop for right now. It's like you're not my Mrs. Right. You're my Miss Right Now, baby. Yes, that's very. That's me being a pig, but I'm kidding. So, Macho Man. So, anyway, so here's your stop. As we get the reaction down, then you trail the stop. Like I said, though, I mean, if I get a bounce down for 5 to 10 points, I'm out. I know a lot of people are better at this. That's one thing I admit. There are people that are better than me on this. They can ride this shit down to, high volume areas like here. I don't do that. I take my money. Okay, so we have this. Here I'm pretty much sitting on my hands. Look back here. This zone here, let me get rid of this one. This zone's already been mitigated. See how we already mitigated here? We came down through the 50. This zone was mitigated, correct? Yeah, that one was mitigated. So the reason why I'm showing y'all this is when you have these zones, when you break below, come back, here's your double top. I mean, that is an absolute gold mine. Here's your, oh, that's your double top. We got to come up with something for that. Oscar, what's up? Brigida is here. I mean, we got a lot of freaking good people. I love this community. So we got a double top here. Typically in a double top, you could, target the bottom, sweep the lows. Do I let it run all the way there? Nope, not all the time. Sometimes nipple ripple. So, but the reason why I talked about all these mitigated zones back here is you don't really have anything keeping this from running all these lows all the way back here. Everything's been mitigated. Everything has had something pierce back into the 50. Yeah, especially if it's been mitigated already. XRP, love it. So, what you can do now where it's down here is we left that zone. So, we left it. Here's your CLR. Possibly. We got to see it re-enter back in here. But does that give y'all a pretty good taste of how I'll look at? Now, this is on the 1 minute. I'll do that on the 5-second too. But does that give y'all a pretty good taste of how I'll look at price action? And you don't have to learn it all today. I want to do this all the time. I mean, I'm reading all this freaking shit, which I'm gonna quit reading, but people saying, oh, he doesn't teach anything. He gets everyone else to do stuff. Dude, this Discord is less than 2 weeks old. I've had ridiculous amounts of admin duties getting it, and not just me. I mean, everyone who's been contributing, but I've had a ton of admin duties, which has kept me from doing this. But guess what? All that shit is getting better. And once we ramp up and hit whatever number we want to hit, whether it's 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 5,000, whatever. I mean, I'm 100% on the education and help people out deal. We're going to find out what we can accommodate without being stretched too thin. And we're going to run with whatever number that is. So, what I would ask each of y'all is if you are getting sauce, value added, whatever, out of what we're doing here, please comment on Twitter, comment on my Twitter, do your own Twitter, retweet good posts, add your P&Ls. Oh, it's going to be better than this. This ain't shit. We're just getting started. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. See what I'm talking about on price? It's already all been mitigated. So what's happening? We just swept the whole low. Did I not call that earlier, that it was all mitigated? Give me a yes or a no. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And again, this ain't about me. I'm a normal fucking dude that likes to have fun. I don't drink anymore. I was not an alcoholic, but it got to the point where I just, I was a social drinker, but when I was with my buddies, I mean, it just didn't stop. I could easily knock down a case, break 10 bar stools, beat up people who fuck with me. I mean, it was like Stone Cold Steve Austin every day of the week. So, but I'm a chill dude. don't drink. Got a wife, 3 amazing kids, and a 4th son that's up above, taking care of us all. And doesn't mean we move lower. It means that we just took out the low. So now you're looking for a possible move back into the zone. At some point, we're going to get a move. There you go, because Stone Cold said so. So you're, yeah, I'll pull up the hour. I hate this on Ninja Trader, how you have to, if someone can tell me how to fix that so I don't always have to come back in here, and it's unfortunately, and I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but I did graduate from Georgia Tech, which is a fucking very tough and very good school. But my tech sense is that of a 2-year-old. So let me remove all these drawings. For those who showed up late, do not be going reporting. He's showing a sim account. This is purely for educational purposes. Here's my live account. This is what I did as witnessed by everybody who was in the hot girl shit room. I called the shots. I posted charts, all that shit. I don't want to hear any of this crap. So that's right, Elgo. All right, so we asked for the 60. So right off the bat, I'm looking here, and people ask, how do you do this? Well, I trade into the zone, and now that we've kind of broken past the 70, I'm leaning towards us heading to the 50. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but that's what I got my eyes on. And here we go, breaking down a little. So what's this? You'll have to send me that later or something. Actually, you know what? I don't even fucking care. Fuck Jimmy. He acted like he was my friend for a year and a half, 2 years. He is a loser. I mean, that's
Yo,
what up?
good morning, man.
How you doing?
Doing good, brother. See you over here killing it on the charts. Over here taking
Yeah,
out legs and smoking highs and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. We got to do what we do. We go providing a nice little service here.
That's right.
You're a part of it, and I appreciate it.
Heck yeah, brother. We was
Yeah,
cooking them boys up in Asia.
yeah,
Ain't know what to do.
yeah,
It was like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
no, he's
Here
coming
we
for the leg
go.
again.
Say that again.
I said, oh no, they're coming for our leg again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you put out that's what's sad. You put out a good product, which, like I said, we just getting started. Don't even grade us on what you're seeing here. I
Yes.
mean, this is only the tip, and I don't want to get all sexual and stuff, but you know what that means. I mean,
Tip of the
we're
iceberg.
just getting started. So, anyway, so that's how I would draw this one out. I would have, I'd have the larger zone here. I'd run a zone from here to here. I mean, there's a lot of shit in here. You got this huge imbalance from here to here, which we've already, so let's remove that because we've already mitigated that one. But basically, you run zones and you see what's been mitigated, what hadn't been mitigated. If it's been mitigated, then you remove that zone. I mean, what did I say here? We're still not there, but that's a lot of freaking points you could have got from when I first talked about it. We were at 79.50 and we dipped down to 53.
And it's
It's
bleeding.
26.50. Yeah, 30 points right there. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm a normal dude. I just study a shitload. Dave's got great content no matter what has happened in the past few days because of his bitterness and jealousy and all that shit. He is the goat at trading, and he compiled a bunch of amazing shit and put it in his playlist. He didn't invent it, but he compiled it all and put it in one place. So I give him credit for that. I just wish he was, you know, mentally sane, which apparently he's not. So I mean, I can't tell you how many people have sent me a PM saying I'm in the mentorship or was in the mentorship, and it's like a bunch of scared turtles. No one wants to come out of their shell and ask a question because they're scared they're going to get bitched at or whatever. I mean, that is the exact opposite of an environment that I want. Yeah, there you go, memputate. Nobody talks in there anymore. I want this to be a symbiotic relationship where we're all, taking part in everyone's success. I mean, I still have learning to do. I'm not here to act like I'm, Joe Badass. I joke around a lot about that stuff, but I've got a lot of learning to do. I do not call price as well as Dave does, but I'm getting better every day. So yeah, you're right, Mongoose. I agree with that. So, anyways, let's get off that topic. I know people don't want me going down that road, and I promise you, I've turned over a new leaf. So there might be a mention here and there, but it's not going to be a battle like it's been the past few days where it consumed me. So, uh, who's the one that asked for the 60-minute range? 100%. Ask questions. I did, Metzi. Okay. What do you want to see specifically? McFly is my Danish homeboy. Oh man, I was just curious about that S&D wick overlap. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is how I draw it, and then if we close out of this, like I'm gonna remove, or let me push this back. Let me remove this one. If we close here, which we have another 41 minutes and some odd seconds, but if we do close there, then this is the zone I'll be drawing. But you don't draw that zone until you get a closure below this wick. Everybody understand that? Give me yeses. Anyone give me a no? Does someone not understand this? Oh, okay, that's cool. Not gonna take you out back and beat the shit out of you, so don't worry about it. What I am gonna say, and what I mentioned to my group while we were doing some hot girl shit earlier this morning, was there's some expectations of y'all, and for all of us to learn together, to raise the bar of the whole group, not just advanced traders, not just intermediates, not just beginners. I want to raise the bar of the whole group, but y'all got to put in the work. No free rent, no free lunches. Rent is due every day. So I know a lot of people got busy lives and everything, but watch one video a day, whatever you can do. I'm starting to get into this photon trading. I'm gonna watch a few of his videos a day. Stoics video homework today. Yeah. All right, Brigitte. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We need more like her. Pack trades today. What does that mean? Oh, good content. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I got. I mean, what do I care? Why am I going to get upset that other people are putting content out there? I mean, guess what? We can bring all that content in here. Who cares? I mean, if it's legit stuff, we can bring it in here and you can still be here and we can watch that stuff. So I don't care. I don't care where it comes from. As long as it's legit, then we're good. A zone and a swing's the same thing, XRP. I mean, you've got lower time frame zone swings, you got higher time frame zone swings. It's we don't all learn the same way, so the more variations are explaining. That's true. I'm good with that. Different voices resonate. Exactly. I don't care how you get there, just get there. Stocks, we're gonna start again. Once again, I don't have to repeat myself, but we're less than 2 weeks old, so a lot of this stuff is going to become more structured. We're going to have we're probably going to have more live sessions and more reviews of homework live. If not, you'll submit charts and stuff for us to review and go through it. It's not going to just be me. It's going to be a collective performance or contribution. I slept pretty fucking good last night. I mean, I've not slept very well in a while, and I actually slept pretty damn good. So I feel pretty good today. But I also want to address some other stuff. People are always making comments. Oh, you're out there pushing or pimping affiliates, this and that. Look, that's who I use. That's who I use. That's why I use that. Because if you're gonna use an affiliates, I mean, they pay $5 an account. I ain't getting rich. I mean, it's subsidizing the money I would be making had I just kept to myself and kept doing my own thing, averaging 30 to 200K, which was my all-time high in Dave's room. He'll never tell anyone that, but anyways, my average, I had 34 to 37 accounts, and every day I was putting up over $1,000, so per account. So, do the math. And I'm not necessarily doing like today. I couldn't even trade my Apex account, so I traded my 3 take profit. So, I did what 26. I did 3,800 or almost $4,000. I might do some more, but all right. What's this? Why I don't get that? Why is it not free? Align charges for? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what I didn't calculate my average over the past 6 months, but I'm going to guess that my billable hour is probably somewhere north of $25,000. So, you know, I want to pay it forward. And if y'all use prop firms, then use that. But I'm not telling you you have to do stuff when you don't. I don't want you to do something just to do it. That's why we have other options. Prop firms, a trade copier, or cash. You know, one or the other. Obviously, for you, you would get more return on your dollar if you do trade prop firms to buy a prop firm. You know, it's like those it's like my son, actually, my youngest, who he wrestles and plays football. Well, for his football team, which is like one of the top ones in the country, Buford High School, they're always top 25 in the country. But anyways, they I mean, they make you do a shitload of fundraising. So he's got to sell these discount cards. Well, people are paying, $30 for a discount card, but they're realizing hundreds of dollars of benefit in that if you go to those places. Well, that's how I view a prop firm. You might pay some money for it, but you can realize tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars out of that small investment. Paying me $85 for, until June 1, I mean, you're getting the benefit of the education and being in a community of like-minded, motivated traders who want to get better. I mean, I guess there's a toss-up there. What's of more value? Buying the prop firm and trading that and making money, or being here and learning. He wrestled 144 this past year. So this was his senior year. So freshman year, he was 5th. Sophomore year, he got 3rd in state. Junior year, he won state. He was state champion. And this past year, sadly, he tore his labrum again in the semifinal match when he was up 8-1. And the kid who eventually won state, my son, beat him 3 times. The only 3 times he's ever faced him, my son beat him all 3 times. So it's a tough pill to swallow. Likely would have been he can scrap. All 3 of mine can scrap. I mean, they remind me of me. I say that he is far more accomplished than I ever was. I mean, I was good at baseball, football, basketball, but I didn't do wrestling. And he's definitely a national level wrestler, and he's committed to SIUE, which is Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville. So that's where he's going to be next year. And my other 2, my middle one wrestles only, and he's coming along. He'll be a junior next year, hopefully competing for a starting spot, because this team's a nationally ranked. I think we're 25, which is a huge deal for a Georgia wrestling team. And then my youngest is a wrestler and a football player, and he's a bad motherfucker on both, on the mat and on the field. He'll hit you hard. So we'll see where he goes. I don't know if I think he loves football, so I'm thinking he's going to be going that route. But anyways, what else y'all want to talk about? But I just wanted to address that with the prop firms. I'm not pimping that shit. I mean, if you use it, then you might as well use my code. Otherwise, just either get a copy or pay $85 until June 1. Is everybody cool with that? Do you not feel like you're getting $85 worth of value for a whole month based on what you're seeing today? Yes or no? Give me Ys or Ns. Are you getting $85 worth of value?
Charles, the people in
Yes.
the community that may not have so much money around them, but believe they can trade okay. Now,
Yeah.
again, we've had Apex accounts, we've had TPT accounts. Again,
Yeah.
from experience, from what I've seen, TPT, as it stands, by far the best company out there due to not only their rules and regulations, but
Right.
certainly on getting profit on day 5.
Exactly.
Or
They
should I?
are. James 16th is the CEO. He's a former hockey player. He and I have talked numerous times. I don't. I mean, I consider us to be friendly with one another, but we're not. We're not really friends, so to speak. We haven't hung out or anything. But that being said, I do like him, what he stands for. I love his character. But none of that even matters compared to if I don't like the product. And I've been using them for over a year. And so here's my breakdown on Take Profit Trader. They, as Range said, they they pay the fastest. So you can get paid on day one with them. And the most frequent. I get a payout from Take Profit Trader every day. Every day. I mean, that's crazy. Every day. So, let me see if I can pull something up. Bear with me a second. I don't guess there's a. All right.
So I've just dropped Charles into the chat the 50k account test rules.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can. All right. Let me drag this down. I mean, these are again, I don't go into, if you're looking for me to show you my bank account, my investment account, do a tour of my crib like on MTV back in the day, show you my whips, all that shit, that ain't me. I've got a right to some privacy, and I don't ask you for that shit either. So, it is what it is. As long as I'm teaching you how to do what I promised that I would teach you, that's all that should matter. And if you're getting better, that's all that matters. I want everybody to get better. But these are just all my withdrawals daily, the status, succeeded every day. But they're every day. Every day. So so Take Profit Trader, they pay the fastest, they pay the most frequently. The current deal is like the best deal I've ever seen. On a $50,000 account, you get 40% off. So you're paying $102 for the account, no activation fee. After you pay the 102, you're done. You don't pay anything else. Let's compare that to Buellnox, which they have the cheapest eval account. You could get, I think, a $50,000 one for like $18. but then you've got to pay either 140 or 150 bucks to activate it. So you're in that for 150, 160. Reg, there's no on TPT after you pay that, let me take that back. You don't pay an activation fee, and there is never another fee. So you're in it for 102 for life. That's beautiful.
It's actually crazy when you think about it. For $102,
Yeah.
if you can trade in 5 days, you can start withdrawing money straight from there. And they say, or they claim, more than once a day.
Oh yeah. No, I think the most I've taken 4 withdrawals in one day. So everything they claim's legit. There is a buffer zone. You got to get up to 2,000, I think it is. I haven't had to do that in a while, but I think it's 2,000. I'll give you my honest opinion. Top Step sucks. I hate that company. Their freaking customer service is ass. They never get back to you. That's a whole nother thing about Take Profit Trader. Literally, go on Take Profit Trader, go to chat, and ask them a question. I mean, they are back in touch with you within minutes. I mean, if not seconds. Unreal. Top Step is shit. I mean, terrible customer service. The traders on Top Step TV, like Bug Phibbs just said, oh my God, you can't go out on the street and pick a bigger group of fuck ups to talk about trading. It would be impossible to find worse people on there. That Andre dude, I don't think I've ever seen him get a trade right. Yeah, Michael Paddock, he's obviously a trust fund kid or something. I don't know where he got all his money. He's rarely ever profitable. Yeah, Hogue seems like a good guy. You know, I don't know about his trading. I can't really comment on his trading. Most of their guests are ass. They had Patty Cakes Weiland, trades by Matt. I mean, I've watched all these guys' streams before they went on Top Step, and they were horrible. Indicator traders, you know, RSI, Lux, capacitor, frickin', you know, lunar eclipse, meltdown, reticular patterns, whatever the hell they use. I don't know what the hell they use, but bottom line, in my opinion, Take Profit Trader is the best. The only 2 drawbacks, and I want everyone to know about it. The only 2 drawbacks: 1, you can only have 3 accounts, and 2, they do have a daily drawdown on the $50,000 account. It is $1,100. So you need to put a stop in to either Rhythmic or Tradeovate or whatever. You know, at 1,000 or 900 or whatever, or you just need to consciously know that that's your stop. Only 2 negatives right there. Everything else is a positive. So, you know, Jimmy and I used to joke around about, because he always flirted with the Russian. There's a bunch of Russian customer service girls, apparently. Who knows? It might be freaking Dwayne and Bubba for all I know, and they're trying to pass themselves over as Anastasia and whoever, Nikita, whoever. But he and I used to always just have a laugh about that. Of course, as soon as I left DTFX, and now Jimmy, oh, I'm looking for my dog. Okay. Now Jimmy is yeah, exactly, range. Now Jimmy is accusing me of trading a fake account and going 160 grand in the hole. Yeah, okay. So don't, just because someone's been on YouTube or been in the public eye, been on social media, whatever, doesn't mean their word is any better than anyone else. I mean, for all I can, don't trust me, just do what I tell you to do or study or whatever. And if it works, then we can start building a trust relationship. I mean, I'm not telling you that you need to not believe them and believe me immediately. But give me a shot. I'm not a lying bullshit asshat, like a lot of other people are. Anyways, so what's next? Range, I'm gonna have to get that freaking picture off the screen.
You want it off, yeah?
Yeah, I cannot function with
No
Beatrice licking that popsicle in front of me. All right. What else we got? What can I help you with? I mean, this is you don't have to do I use Wyckoff? Not technically, but the patterns are Wyckoff. So I don't really consider myself a Wyckoff guy, but the patterns that you would learn in the Stoic video, that's a version of Wyckoff. So to answer you, you've got to, it's like I say, structure, swings, you got to count your swings, patterns, zones. You've got to become an expert in all of those. Structure, swings, patterns, zones. You do that, you're going to kill it. Can I go back to trail and stop loss unless it spikes? I mean, you're almost always getting a reaction. And when you get that reaction, then oh, I like that. I love green. Good job, Coob. How about some more P&Ls? Can y'all, I want to kind of get a baseline for where we are in the middle of week 2. Can y'all post some P&Ls, please?
Pope, would you explain to the guys and girls there, because it's the question that's just asked,
Yeah.
with regards to your performance summary, in there it says that you'll take 400 or 500 trades. Can you explain to them that it's to do with contracts and so on?
Yeah. So the volume of, if I were y'all and I saw it, I'd be like, what the fuck? Is he just constantly pushing the button or what? Well, I am going crazy on it, but the number of trades as reported by Ninja is collective. So if I'm showing you 10 accounts, it's the total for all those accounts. On top of that, they count each contract as a trade. So, it's not, when you really think about it, it's, you're going in and out on with the contracts. I mean, that adds up quick. Pivot points, I have it on here. It's more just kind of, I mean, it does, it's interesting the way it, like you see here on the 5 minute. I mean, this is almost perfect how it realized or recognized the pivots. And then here we are down here bouncing off this. So is it something that I really use? No, but I find it interesting. First is scalp, second runs, it was on. Bro, that's nice. My I'm gonna capture your my Captiva is so freaking slow.
You didn't install what I sent you.
Huh?
You didn't install what I sent you.
No, what'd you send me?
The green shot.
Oh yeah, yeah, I got to do that. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, like I'm still waiting for Captiva to there finally kicked in. So that's why when I'm trying to capture my the way I scalp, I mean, it's not there for long. So let me put this down here. Who was this? Maury. Okay. So I see what you're saying here, but here's this is what I would be looking for personally is you swap the low to the left. So I'm looking for this. That's my trade right there. Nice work. How do you say that? Tiffin trades? 1200. Green shoot got another call out. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Tiffin trades. Are you responding to range or are you responding to me? Are you completely lost in price or are you just responding to me? If you're responding to range, y'all need to copy that so we know who is completely lost. Okay, cool. Stotts, we got to get you turned around, dude. You need to be in every session that you can be in that for Bull, me, Range, Scar, whoever. We got to get you turned around. If y'all are here, if y'all are in this group for, I'm going to say 3 to 4 weeks. If you're in here for 3 to 4 weeks and you're still not profitable, then we've got to have some serious, we need to have a group of those folks and do a presentation just for them. Is that cool, Range? You hear? Bueller? Anyone?
Yes, I couldn't agree more, mate.
All right.
The video that Ball done the other day on basic structure as we know it is amazing in every way, shape, or form. If the guys and girls have not watched it on here, I really encourage you to get on it because it's really all you need. Everything that Pope, or should I say Chuck, is explaining every day in Hot Girl, in other words,
Yeah.
that is all you need, mate.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like he's so clear and he keeps doing it every day. You guys, you got to watch this video and get in those charts.
I mean, it's the same thing over and over. I'm no genius. I think I'm fucking brilliant, but I'm no genius. But it's patterns, structure swings, pattern zones, over and over and over and over again. So, but it's getting close to lunchtime for me. Any last pressing questions that I can? I just noticed you're using the profile. Yep. Badass, dude. It is absolutely badass. I would like, if you don't mind, if you could possibly come up with one that does not have DTFX on it. Maybe how about my son Wyatt, who passed away? I'd love to have his name on there. If you could do something like that, I would really, really appreciate it. So my name on my birth certificate and driver's license is Charles, but I go by Chuck. when people call me Charles, I know they don't really know me. So call me Chuck, call me Pope, call me bad motherfucker, call me whatever. No reason to apologize. I'm just telling everyone out there. I know if we know one another or not by if someone calls me Charles, which is funny because Dave called me Charles for a year and a half. So that kind of tells you where that is. Yeah, Senior Pope, that's good. And I appreciate that, Carefree. That means a lot. Maury, are you still here? Are you able to not Charlie? And Marie. Thank you. Not Chaz, not Chaz. I knew it. I knew someone was gonna put that out there. Nose. Not Chaz, not Charlie. There we go. Ryan, man. Chick. All right, Mutter. I know a guy named Chick also. So I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but I don't want to be called. Yes. If you could, Wyatt with 2 T's, please. Maury. There you go. Hot girl. I like that. I really appreciate it. I love that. My guy X, y'all seen the adopted logo? My guy X came up with that for me. Actually, it was a combination. Who was the other? Nordic. I think Nordic started it, and X finished it for me. Let me find. But I absolutely love it. Probably gonna get some business cards with that dude on it. Shit, I can't find it now. I can't find it. Anyways, y'all got more questions?
Chuck, if you don't mind. So to the questions above with reference to you're completely lost and whatever, loads of people are DMing me personally. What we will do is, look, the prerequisite is that you've watched Stoics material and
Yep.
also what Ball has done. If you've done that and you are completely lost, then we'll get a few people together and we'll get on a broadcast and we'll hash it out. So no problem. Don't worry.
Yeah, we gotta. Matter of fact, I was thinking about what I said. We need to get that addressed sooner rather than later, because each day is a lost day for those people. So, let's me, you, and Bull put our heads together and come up with a game plan to get the ones who are a little behind to get them back up.
Sure.
So, here's my, why is this not pulling on? Okay, there we go. There's my guy right there. Yeah, anyone, Finror's Revenge, anyone's going to be invited to participate in that, but we definitely want to make sure the ones that are behind, you know, the others that are definitely in there, but anyone's welcome. I mean, that's we're here to help everyone. I don't care you're a beginner, I don't care if you're advanced, whatever. We are going to have an advanced program we're going to roll out, which I'm going to handle. That'll be sometime in the month of May. You know, obviously be an extra cost to it, but we're gonna have we're gonna have a group, and we're gonna do multiple live sessions after the fact. You're gonna have full access to me with PMs. There'll be a lot of sauce, a lot of benefit to that. So if any of y'all who are advanced or consistently profitable and want to take part in that and kind of take your game to a whole nother level, then you might want to consider that. So almost noon here. I'm gonna grab me a sandwich or something. Any last questions? Yeah, we got to work on execution, Bunny. Oh yeah. Well, what I was gonna show was just the candle structure. Like when I tell or ask y'all to, you know, go wick to wick, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you go. So that's what I'm talking about. And every little, when I go wick to wick, I mean, that's a zone on a lower time frame. You know, so when we leave that zone, you've got a 50% imbalance. A lot of people wonder why I draw these like this, but you got a 50% imbalance right here that you're coming back into. Wow, look at that. It didn't quite hit 50, but it tapped into it. Let me see. What's this? This is 768.75. 768 approximately there. So you tap back into it and then blew through it. But every one of these is a zone or a swing, and they all have to be mitigated at some point. Y'all understand that? Yes or no? Okay. Like I said, I'm watching this photon trader. I'm gonna, once I get through it, he's got a lot of good structure and liquidity videos. But once I get through it, I'm gonna start. I studied it for a year. How'd you like it, Trader V? unmute your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's actually pretty good. He's a Matt, Don, Thomas. They're great educators. They're slightly different in terms of how they do structure. They're looking at broad swings. They have internal swings, but their swings don't look at the previous swing. They're more OTE based.
Yeah.
So discount equilibrium. And then they have, as you go down, they're using order blocks, which is, similar to what we're doing, just depending
Yeah.
on what time frame. But then they use liquidity entry models, and they teach two basic models. One is a swing model, which is 4 hour, 15 minute. And then the other one's like a daytime model. I think it's 15 minute and 1 minute entries. They're really great guys. I mean, if you look at their roadmap, they have it set up so they teach one concept, and then they'll have like that video will be a 10-minute concept video, and then they'll have two videos showing the concept, as market structure or whatever it is in the market. And
Right.
then they'll piece it all together at the end for you to put 3 or 4 concepts together. So the way they educate is amazing. I spent like a year back testing, and I went live, and then all this Forex stuff happened. And what the real reason why I left them is I was doing swings. So I was only getting 4 to 5 trades a week. And I was spending a lot of time staring at the market, but because I wasn't entering, I found that very difficult. And I probably could have switched to the day trade.
They're more longer term where you only get a few.
Well, they teach two. They teach a day trading style, which
Yeah.
gives you 4 to 5 trades a day, probably, or maybe a little bit more. And then I unfortunately studied the swing, created my whole plan on the swing, and then the Forex market didn't collapse, but the Forex prop firm market collapsed. And at
Yeah.
that time, I saw Dave, and I said, what, I'm going to switch and go to futures anyway. So, but they're great guys.
What group out there, and I'm asking you, Trader V, or anyone in the chat, what group out there is most similar to DTFX?
Connection lost.
My connection's not good.
It's
And-
hard. I've been part of a couple groups, and I haven't seen people use the previous swing. Most people are doing the whole ICT thing, where they're doing
Yeah.
OTEs and using current swings and discount and equilibrium. So,
Because I'd rather kind of keep, since that's kind of our base and our core, I'd kind of like to, I want to promote others that are similar to what our core,
Yeah, I mean, I studied with ICT for years, and it seems like I can't speak for Ment FX and all the other people, only certainly from Dave's point of view. It seems like Dave, I wouldn't say revolutionized, because it's a bit of a bold statement, but certainly made it more in the public eye in the way that ranges are selected as opposed to the ICT way. Because ICT pushes up for price to come into that range as opposed to dragging down where price comes range. So it's completely different.
Pack trades and trading with Hunter, I mean, those are all products of DTFX. So I'm talking about, I want to know people who are, and I'm not speaking negatively about either one of them. I mean, we're basically a branch off of DTFX. So what I want to know is who is pre DTFX, because Dave got all this shit from somewhere. And I'm seeing mostly Mint FX and what Impact FX. So I'm gonna check out those, and then maybe we're gonna be doing a lot of homework videos and stuff. We're gonna pretty much have, and that's why May's gonna be pretty busy. But we're gonna put a course together, and we're gonna use content that's already out there. But if someone's out there already has a video on what we're trying to get across, then we're just going to go with that. But yeah, Pips of Persia, I used to watch a lot of his stuff. I really like that. Another one I don't know if anyone ever watched Trading Fanatic, but when I first started, I watched Trading Fanatic a lot, and easy to he's good at explaining stuff.
Sounds like no sleep for me.
Ah,
Yeah.
just the man. I was about to, excuse the way I put this, guys and girls, finger you for a second. Paul. No, not like that. Let's
Nice.
calm down.
All right, I'm out. I'm out.
No, because I was going to
Deep
say,
pressure.
you saying about different courses and that, Charles.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Chuck. And you know, look, there's all these different courses out, a bit of this, bit of that. You know, that they've all kind of taken bits here and there. You know, and sorry, Ball, to kind of somewhat bolt you up, but like a full structured course in the deplorables, like from ground up, I feel is what's needed. You've got
Yeah,
Dave,
I
and you've
agree.
got all these people out there. But forgive me, and for any Dave lovers, no problem. I love the guy too, in my own right. But he makes things hard. We don't need to make this complicated. And Ball, with credit to you, you do a good job.
That's right. I've been telling them that from day one.
And just since you mentioned it,
if we could get
Pope-
him to quit fucking sleeping so much, then maybe he can actually produce some stuff. So,
and just since you mentioned it, Pope, you know that class Photon, they have an amazing structured course. You could mimic that similarity and change it, obviously, for DTFX, not copy them, but
yeah,
they have a way of teaching that is absolutely amazing. It'll get rid of a lot of questions. And since you're looking at it, you'll be able to see it.
yeah. No, I think I've already talked to Bull about this. You know, when we first started. I mean, we need. I want to have an introductory video, and then off that introductory video, I want to go into an introductory course, an intermediate course, and an advanced course. But definitely the intro and the beginner would be without question the top priority for right now. So anyways, all right, 12:07. I got a boar's head ever roast chicken sandwich waiting for me. So I'm out of here. Don't
Before
get
you
between
go,
me and my food.
did we do a morning recap already through your Q&A? I just got home again.
No,
Right.
don't try to get out of it.
Nope, just making sure I don't
I
you
know
know,
that bed and that pillow are calling your name. Do not give in to it.
I'm basically just an older version of a child. I need 2 naps in the afternoon. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
A matter of fact, we've been talking about affiliates. We need to get you as a spokesperson for like Sleep Master or something, because I think we could get some serious affiliate money out of that.
Hey man,
You are
if
the
they're willing to
sleeping
give me a free
expert.
mattress, I'll do whatever the hell they want.
There you go. There you go. All right, folks, I'm out of here. I hope y'all learned something, or maybe we corrected some clarified rumors, cleared up some bullshit, some whatever. I hope you got something. Bottom line, get better every day. And I might be back tonight, maybe trading some. I don't know, but definitely in the morning. So
Before everybody starts leaving, I'm going to do a post morning recap right now.
yeah.
And then I know that Chuck's probably answered a million questions. If there's any that got missed, then I can fill the gap there.
One
And then
final request, and this is going to be an ongoing broken record request. Please, please, please post on Twitter, reply to my posts on Twitter, retweet my posts. We want to reach like-minded people who are good people who want to learn with the rest of us and get better. So we're not out here just to bring any Tom, Dick, and Harry in. We want good people who also have that core pay it forward, you know, they're willing to help others. That's what they want to advance themselves, and then pay it forward to others. So, anyways, I'm out. Y'all take it easy.
Take it easy, Chuck.
Bye.